Good evening. I want to talk to you today about how to effectively communicate a home's value. Now, in order to do this, three things need to happen. The first thing that needs to happen is you need to know the property inside and out. The second thing that needs to happen is you need to talk about the benefits of the property. The third thing that needs to happen is you need to know the unique features of the home. Now, before I get into this list here and how to effectively communicate a home's value, let me tell you why this is important. Now, this is important because by you being the agent, let's just say if your seller has the home listed, let's say for $500,000, but the seller purchased the home 18 years ago for $250,000, let's just say. Now, your buyer over here who's hot and ready to buy, him, her, they, or them, they're going to go up here on Trulia, Zillow, Redfin, all of these type of, fantastic apps and things like that. And they're going to look at all the property tax history. They're going to look at the purchase amount. They're going to look at this. They're going to look at this. They're going to look at that. Now, if you can't effectively tell the buyer why the seller has the house raised up another $40,000-$50,000, you're going to appear to be an incompetent real estate agent, and that's not the fact, but that's how you're going to appear in the eyes of the customer, because customers think that you should know every single thing. Even though it's impossible to know everything, hell, they don't know everything on their job. But they want you, the real estate agent, to know everything because they're trusting you with their home. Like, this is where they're going to have their family, where they're going to have cookouts and raise kids and play and build and explore and stuff like that. So customers want to know, like, where's my money going? And if you can't tell them where their money's going, again, that's not going to be a good look for you. Trust me. And if the customer is one of the kind of people who takes that as being super incompetent, they're going to be like, hey, look, let me go find another real estate agent who can actually tell me why John C. Seller over here jacked the price up like that. You know, if you can't tell me why this price is jacked up like this, I'm not buying a house. So that's the reason why I say I want to show you how to effectively communicate a home's value. So that way, if you have a customer like this over here who wants to know what happened and why, you will be able to tell them and put them more at ease so you can close this deal. Now, let's get started. Now, on the first one, know the property inside and out like the back of your hand. Okay, now, this should be a given, but let me get into it. Now, know the property inside and out like the back of your hand basically means to already walk around the property. Know how many windows the house has. Like, know everything about the house that you can. Know if the house has gas. Is it electric? Does it have a chain link fence? Does it have, where's the property line at? You need to be able to know every single thing about this house, okay? Now, when you know every single thing about the house, little minute things like that actually puts the customer more at ease. The customer's going to be like, okay, it's kind of making sense or whatnot why this property was jacked up this high. You know, the person said, okay, the property line is over here, but on these other sites over here, the property line supposed to be here, so I got another 20 foot over here. See, that's the things that those other sites may not be able to give those exact details on like you will be able to. Because see, you can go out, you can actually measure where the property is at. So you can do things like that. And this is actually going above and beyond for the client. And trust me, clients love when you go above and beyond for them, because clients feel like, okay, I'm spending this kind of money with you. How you going to take care of me? Just think about it. If they spend this money with you and you took regular care of them, that's a referral. They're going to be more up to par to be like, hey, you know what? My auntie is in the market for a home. You're phenomenal, man. Like, yeah, let me give you her phone number right now because I want you to get this sale from my auntie. See, when you know things like this about the property that you're showing, that you're listing, again, Some people might think, okay, that's kind of doing the most, Tony, but it's honestly not. If you want to become a top elite realtor, these are things that you have to do. You have to go above and beyond. If you demand, a particular lifestyle, you have to do certain things in life to ensure that you get that particular lifestyle that you want. So go above and beyond for your clients. Never just barely skate across the surface for your clients. These clients are spending really good money with you. They're going to be in this home, at least 30 years. Some people maybe 10, 15, but it's at least going to be like a 30-year contract that they're going to be signing or whatnot. So please know everything about the property, like know when the property was built, know who the person was to build it, know how long it took them to build it, how long it took them to build everything. Like know every single thing about the house. Don't leave no stone unturned. Again, every single property, please make sure that you know everything in and out. Again, nothing unturned, because that thing that's unturned actually can make you lose out on this deal. Now, the second thing, talk about the benefits of the home. Now, here's what I mean. Location, schools, etc. Now, when you're talking about homes, benefits or whatnot to the client, this is going to be great because you can be like, okay, now you already know the property line, you already know what the house is made out of, you already know all of this, okay? So you've already schooled the customer on all of this information right here. The next thing to do is to lure them in with the benefits, okay? So they've already seen the curb appeal of the house. Now they need to know the benefits of the house and why this house is jacked up higher on price. Now, when you're talking about the benefits of the home, okay, if the customer comes in with kids, the first thing you need to talk about is school zones, schoolhouses, like school districts, and like the safety of the area. Like, okay, hey, this neighborhood has sidewalks 300 foot down and they hang a right over here back on Concord Road and they circle back, so that way your kids would be safe whenever they're playing. They have a strict 5-mile-an-hour speed limit through here, trying to keep the kids safe. The kids can also go play at the HOA home front over here. They got a pool, they got a lifeguard on duty. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are going to be benefits of living in this particular home right here. So again, as the real estate agent, if you know all of this off the top of your head, your client's going to be like, shit, man, hey, you put together, whoo-wee, you bad. Man, I like you. I really like you because you're thinking about the safety of my kids. Now, if the person does not come in with kids or nothing like that, or they haven't been talking about if they have any kids, anything like that, then if you see kind of what the person has on, if the person has on like Lululemon and like workout clothes, you could tell him, her, they, or them, okay, hey, yeah. So it's a 13-mile running trail. It's a bicycle trail. It's a hiking trail. It's about 13 miles. You got to go down maybe about an eighth of a mile, hang a right on Concord Road, go this way, go do this. See, you have to take note of the customer and their lifestyle. Again, when you're selling homes or whatnot, it's not just about getting a sale. It's about observing every single thing in total with the customer or whatnot. Now, as far as with the benefits of the home, again, always pay attention to the customer's lifestyle and the things that they do, so that way you can use that as the direct first initial selling point on the transaction. Again, now, if the person did not come over wearing Lululemon, or they didn't come over with kids or something like that, and let's just say if they pulled up in like a 1972 Chevelle, let's just say, like, that's a gorgeous car, and let's just say if they pulled up to the showing with that car right there, you can go up there and be like, okay, yes sir, it's a gorgeous car. You know what, matter of fact, about 3 miles down the road over here, they have an NHRA sanctioned racetrack that they have on every Friday that you can go and take your Chevelle. It's a 1/4-mile racetrack. It's about, like I said, a few minutes down the road from this property right here. So do you like racing your car and stuff like that? The customer's going to be like, damn, you know what? I do like drag racing my car. I do like going to the racetrack. I do like to do, cars and coffee and stuff like that. See, things like that are going to be the unique benefits of living over here in this area right here. See, that's going to be a stone cold selling point for you when you go up and do things like that for the customer, because the customer is going to be like, damn, my agent is knowledgeable. Like, they have my best interest in hand. They ain't just thinking about getting this money right here, this commission right here. They thinking about my kids. They thinking about my safety. They thinking about me racing my Chevelle at the racetrack and NHRA sanctioned track at that. You know, this person has my best interest at hand. This realtor here is on fire. I'm going to do every single thing that I need to do to make sure I get behind this realtor and push them out there. Like, I'm going to tweet about this. I'm going to go on TikTok, make dance videos about this right here, about how this person just told me how my kids can go play at the HOA thing. This person just made me feel really good because they seen that I had on Lululemon and he told me about this walking trail. Like, this person really cares about me. See, customers do stuff like that. You'll be surprised. Like, customers talk about little things like that, and that's what you need to boost your name out there in the real estate world. So that way, you know, you can be known in the industry as like the go-to person. Now, the third thing in how to effectively communicate a home's value is going to be to know the unique features. Now, we've already talked about the benefits. Again, you know, school districts and stuff like that. But the unique features of the property is going to be the last thing. Now, the unique features of the property basically means, what does the property have inside of it that makes it unique? Does it have a gas fireplace that's made up out of marble that was imported from King Louis III's house over in Switzerland somewhere? Like, is the floor from Cambodia and was imported by the king of Cambodia? Like things like that. That's going to be like unique features of the home. Like, features and benefits are going to be two totally different things. So I often sometimes get them mixed up also right now still sometimes, but the features are going to be what is going to be what is on the inside. It's going to lure the person in, like that Instagram worthy stuff. Like, whenever somebody comes in, like a guest into this person's home, the customer can be like, ooh, come over here and check out my bathtub or whatnot. This bathtub right here was purchased from Ellen DeGeneres. This bathtub right here was in Steve Harvey's house. See, stuff like that is going to make you seem like the kind of realtor that only deals in top elite properties. Because see, most real estate agents don't say things like that. They don't. They just kind of just come in and just, oh, this house is 13,000 square foot, 7 beds, 15 bedrooms, basketball court, tennis court, kickball team. Whoo, that's it. All right. You ready to buy? Sign your name on the line. No. You can't do it like that. You can't do it like that. You have to know how to effectively communicate the home's value, especially if the seller has jacked the price up. Again, because the buyer is going to be doing all this research. I know with me and my wife, when we had purchased our home or whatnot, we did so much research that the only thing we needed the real estate agent for was just to give us the keys to the house, because we had already done all of our research. And I'm saying this to say, every customer is not like that. But one day, you're going to have a customer that's going to come in, it's going to be like Tony Reed, who wants to know the intricacies of the property. When I purchased my home, my real estate agent would not, again, we only needed her to let us in the house and get the keys. But when we actually got inside the house, she was telling us, oh yeah, you know, this is this and this is this and this is this and this is this and this is that. And it was like painting an exotic fantasy in my head. So she was luring me in with the actual unique features of the home, not the benefits, the features. Because I was thinking in my head, man, this bathtub right here came from Steve Harvey. I'm going to take this and put this all on Instagram. I'm going to be in the bathtub all stretched all out or whatnot, taking selfies and stuff. Hashtag Steve Harvey's bathtub. I'm going to be doing things like that. And see, that's what people like in today's time. People like that clout. So if you can figure out things on a house that can give the buyer clout on the gram, Facebook, TikTok, or whatever social media platform, or just clout to their friends or family or whatever. If you can figure out the unique features of the house, I guarantee you'll lure them in and you'll sell them every single time. And that about wraps it up for today's video. Until next time, I'll catch you later.